Hi, this is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 117, First Chronicles, chapter 6. You'll see there's only one chapter, but it's basically talking about the Levitical priest, Levi. Levi is that one son of Israel, that one son of Jacob. His descendants, they did not get an allotment of the land in the promised land. Their allotment was God. They're responsible for taking care of everything God. um, You'll see his descendants. He had three sons: Gershon, Merari, and Kohath. You'll see where Moses, Aaron, and Miriam stem from. You'll see other priests. As you read the Bible, you're going to recognize their names, where they came from. There was Zadok, there was Hilkiah, Samuel, Elkanah. You'll see the different priests as you read the Word of God. The thing is, even though all the Levites were allotted to God, only Aaron's descendants could be priests, though. They were the priests, and only one can be a high priest at a time. There's only one high priest, and then the rest of them were priests. And then you have the Levites who assisted the priests in their duties to God. Um, as speaking on those priests and those high priests that came from Aaron's lineage, their purpose were presenting offerings on the altar of the burnt offerings, the altar of incense. They performed all the duties related to the most holy place, and they made atonement for Israel. Everything Moses had commanded them to do, that's what they're responsible for doing. And they do point out some of the priests. They show you who came from Aaron, like Aaron, and then you had Eliezer, and then you had Phinehas, and then a few other ones after that. But again, there could only be one high priest, and all the other descendants of Aaron were priests. All the other Levites were assistants. They were the ones who helped the priests, Aaron's descendants. They also covered, David had assigned musicians to minister music in the house of the Lord. And those leaders, he mentions the leaders, and one of the leaders that stood out to me was Asaph. Asaph actually wrote some of the books or the chapters in Psalms. He wrote some of the Psalms, but they're responsible for ministering music in the house of the Lord. And once Solomon built the temple of the Lord, then they were to continue their duties as whatever they were appointed to do. They also covered, you'll see, yeah, their lineage. You'll see they do like a genealogy showing you how those musicians, those leaders, how all the way up to Levi, where they came from. And then you had where they talked about remember, the children of the Levites, they were not allotted any of the lands. They were assigned towns for them to live in, along with pasture lands, so that they'll be able to, store their animals, their cattle and whatnot. They also had city of refuge, where people would run if they accidentally killed someone. They had a place of safety to run to. So that was cover what clans received what, and where, and which tribe gave what was given. And that's basically it. What is covered today in that one chapter. It's day number 117, First Chronicles chapter 6. You have a God-filled blessed day.